Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you saw in the title, we are going to be trying out some newer makeup products that I'm really excited for. So it's not like I have a crazy amount of new products, but I really wanted to try some of these products on camera for you guys. What inspired this whole video is Sephora came out with a new skin tint. It's Reveal the Real Soft Radiant Skin Tint. It's not supposed to oxidize. It's supposed to be very lightweight. It's supposed to have buildable coverage, radiant finish. So I am just really excited. It's claiming to be long wear and 12-hour hydration. It does say shake before use. I did get mine in the shade 170 O light, which I'm assuming O is for like olive tones. I will say that I would definitely go in person and get your shade if you can, because online it's probably going to be hard. I know it was even hard for me when I was trying to figure out in stores. Because a lot of the light shades were too light, but the medium shades just jumped in really dark. So this might be a little light for me now, but I will say in the wintertime, I can picture this being a perfect shade for me. If I want to wear this in the summer, I can just add some bronzy drops and just darken it up a little bit. I don't think it's going to be too bad though, because once fall comes and winter, I'm not like the fairest for sure. Due to my Mexican roots, but I'm also not like the darkest either, and so I will lose my color eventually. This does go for $22, so I am just really excited because I do like skin tints. I do like wearing lighter coverage, lighter weight makeup during the week when I go to work and stuff, so I'm really excited. I do like my skin tints though to give me a little bit of something. I'm not expecting this to be a foundation. I'm not expecting it to cover up every scar, every acne. I just want it to just kind of like give me a little bit of evenness, and just kind of, yeah, just help my base out a little bit, you know? I do not like though when skin tints are so loomy and just greasy where it feels like it's like slipping around, you know what I mean, like on your face. I don't mind setting a skin tint. I prefer and love the ones though that you can just put it on and forget about it. You don't have to set it, because I feel like if I have to go ahead and set it and bake or whatever, like what's the point then, you know what I mean? So but I am really excited to give this a try. Again, I got it in the shade 170 light. I will not be adding any makeup to my eye area like eyeliner, mascara, or eyeshadow. I am fighting a pink eye right now, so any tools like my sponge or puff that I will be using around my eyes for concealer, I will go ahead and right away wash it. I will not keep reusing it because of that reason, but I don't want to add too much product around my eyes to irritate it, or use like makeup products that I have to end up discarding because of my pink eye. So today is day 2. It's going on 24 hours and I've started the antibiotics. I feel like it's getting better. It doesn't hurt as much. It's not throbbing. The redness is calming down, but it's still there. In case you wonder why this eye is a little bit more not so clear versus this eye, that is why. Okay, so I think this is perfect for today because I am going for a more lighter weight, everyday it girl, that type of makeup, you know. So to prime my face, I'm gonna go in with the W7 Porefection Pore Minimizer Primer. I wanted to reach for something that I haven't reached for in a while. I think I only reached for this the time that I used it in a first impressions video. There we go. I also wanted to use a primer that was going to keep my skin very neutral. I didn't want to add a mattifying primer or a glowy primer because I really do want to see what this has to offer. The shade is only on the cap, so do not remove the sticker because otherwise you're not going to have the shade anymore. And if you don't have anything, like for me, I'm making this video so I can reference the video, but if you don't have anything to reference, then you may not remember what shade worked for you and have to start all over again, shade matching. Blurs and smooth skin texture, 93% skincare based formula. It does have hydrating flower extract. Skin feels refreshed and looks naturally more luminous. So I'm really excited about that. This has your normal 1 fluor ounce. So I'm just gonna put, did I put too much? I think I put too much. I'm not gonna put as much over here. I like that it has like its a little dropper. And I'm just gonna use my finger. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. It has that olive undertone, so it's working beautifully. It's very lightweight, but it's very like liquidy. It's very fluid. Just kind of keep that in mind. I'm hoping I'm not too like dark and washed out. I'm just using natural light from the window because my ring light, I broke it yesterday after filming. I'm going to use a brush just to kind of see what it looks like with the brush. It doesn't have that texture that I would like to use for my fingers, so it's just something that I just would probably prefer a brush. A sponge is going to really soak up your product, and if you're already using a skin tint, you know, like if you're using like a foundation or something and you want lighter coverage, a sponge would definitely help you out with that. But I think if you're going to use a skin tint and you're putting in time to use a skin tint, I think a brush or your fingers, depending on the texture, will be better, because if you're not getting, like if you're soaking it all up, what's even the point? Just put on a moisturizer and head out, you know? Okay, first of all, I think that's perfect. So maybe in the wintertime, I might even need to go a little bit lighter, which the fact that I'm in the light range already, I mean, at least the shade range is good though, right? At least not everything is super light, and people with darker skin tones may have a chance of getting something that works for them. I think this is perfect for where I am right now. So wow. And you know what, it might be because of the primer that I used. I mean, I don't think it's mattifying. It's more just, you know, pore. Ooh, this feels good. This feels good. I was scared, I'm not gonna lie. I saw a couple videos on TikTok and YouTube of people using this, and I was like, and also it does say soft radiant skin tint, so I was like, it's going to like be super glowy and probably just like slippery. But guys, maybe it's because I didn't like put a ton on. But if, I mean, obviously it's not transfer proof, so like if you're really touching your face, it's going to transfer. But just feeling my face, like as you can see, there's no fingerprints, you know what I mean? Like it's not, it doesn't look like I'm sweaty or oily or anything, but it does have like that nice, like just like sheen, like that glow. I'm really excited about this, and I can see myself reaching for this every single day. They did have a skin tint, I think it was a skin tint, and it was like a matte one. They discontinued that one. I loved it, but maybe this is its replacement. So good. Like I was gonna buy the Fenty one soon, but this might be just what I have instead. Oh my god, I am very excited. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go out in the wintertime and get a lighter shade because I'm so excited. Okay, that worked out way better for me than I even thought it would. Oh my god. Okay, you know what also I like about it is that even though how fluid it was, okay, first of all, like there's hardly anything on this brush, like what the heck, but also there's no streak marks, you know what I mean? Like when you use like stuff that is so fluidly it's like streaky when you use a brush because it's just moving it around. It's not doing that. It didn't do that. So okay, this is a new concealer. I did get this in a BoxyCharm by Ipsy box. This is the Yensa Super Serum Silk Concealer. This is in the shade Light 2. So I don't remember if I tried this concealer out yet. I don't think I did. It doesn't look like I did. Like it's not dirty or anything. So we're gonna use that. I try not to get too close to my eye. I'm probably gonna have people in the comments saying you shouldn't have used the applicator. It's fine. Oh yeah, I like this concealer. Hold up. Ooh, it dries down. It does dry down. Ooh, is this a self-setting concealer? Because I love me a self-setting concealer.
Mama.
I'm just gonna add a little bit more concealer here because I feel like it kind of moved a little bit, like moved around. I'm not sure what that's about, but we're just gonna add a little bit more. And then I'm not gonna blend it too much because I feel like it sets down, and then when you're trying to blend, it's like picking it up. So I don't really enjoy my products being too finicky because I don't have time for that. Maybe it's just a sponge. I'm not sure. It's so far not my favorite concealer. I thought I was gonna really like it in the beginning, but yeah, it's just laying weird. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try this bronzer from Sephora. It is the Sephora Bronzer Matte in the shade 02 Beach Bun Tan. They do have 00, 01, and 02, so this is their third shade, and then I think they have 2 more shades after this one, I believe. I will say that 01 looked like it could work for me, like the shade range, the shade was okay, but it was the tone. The tone looked a little bit more cool tone, and I like my bronzers to be more warm, so that's why I went ahead and went with this bronzer. Because my skin doesn't feel wet and almost actually feels like I lightly set it, I'm going to probably go in with the powder, but because I'm going in with a liquid blush, I'm gonna do that later and just go in with the bronzer for now. So yeah, this is a new bronzer. They came out with it, I think like a couple months ago. So it is newer to their collection. It's so pretty. It does come with a mirror and it smells really good. Tapping over here because I was doing a little swirly and I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that since I didn't set my face. Yeah, I think because my face isn't set, it's not bad, but doing a little tappy instead of a swirly, which I should have known from the beginning, but this. Perfect. And then we're gonna go in with the Bare Minerals. I got this as a points perk, so I spent 100 points on this, but I really wanted to give it a try. So it's the Complex Rescue Bronzer. It's a blush bronzer from Bare Minerals, and so I do have 2 of their like powdered versions of this, where it's like their blonzer. Is that what they call it? Bronzer. It's like blush. Yeah. So I do have 2 of their powdered versions of their bronzers. I don't know why they call them that because it's like they're just blushes. But this one is in the shade Kiss of Mauve. So I think I have Kiss of Copper and Kiss of Pink in the powdered version. But yeah, so it's of course a little mini trial, but I will say, like, I don't know, comparing it to like a lip gloss, it's a nice size. It's not like it's teeny weeny, because I feel like sometimes they're like this small and like super thin, and it's like you would lose it if you dropped it. But I feel like it's a nice size, and for it to be a liquid blush, like I have so many liquid blushes, so like I don't need a full size that almost looks like a foundation size. Like I don't. So I was happy to get this because like with my points perk and be able to give it a try. Let's go ahead and try it out. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. I don't know if, like, I'm just using a little bit because I don't know how this is gonna be. Hold the phone. Wait a minute. Actually not as like shimmery as I thought it would be. Oh, I'm gonna regret that. I'm gonna quickly blend that. Hold on. Oh, I love that. Now it is like glowy. Like it does have like a, I wouldn't say like a highlighter. It doesn't look like I'm putting on a highlighter on my cheeks because it's not like it has a glow, so it's going to emphasize your pores a little bit, but it doesn't look like shimmer metallic. Like it just has a nice glow, because on the package, I don't even know if you can like pick it up on camera, but on the package it just looks very shimmery, like a very shimmery highlighty looking blush. And I was like, oh, I don't know, because I don't mind a glowy blush, but I don't like when I have like straight up metallic shimmer, you know what I mean, disco ball type of color. So I'm very excited. I'm gonna put a little bit more on here. Just, I feel like it dries down very quickly, so I try not to. There we go. That's perfect. And even though it's like a mauve color, I think it's perfect for summer. Like, it just gives you that like sun-kissed glow. And again, I want to put this all over my face like a bronzer. Like, again, I don't know where they get the bronzer. It just looks like a blush. Doesn't look like you know what I mean? But whatever. I like it. I really do like it. If I'm not gonna like go and purchase the full size. Like, I have this to use, and there's a good amount of product. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's like pretty full. So I will continue to use this, and if I use it up, I may buy the full size of that, because that is nice. I was really going for clean girl makeup, and I feel like we're heading in the right direction. Okay, this concealer is creasing. Another product is the Danessa Matrix Beauty powder. It's the, let's see, what is this called? The Evolution powder in the shade Pink. So I did get this in a BoxyCharm as well, so I want to try this. So it has like a little like thing in the lid to stop it from going absolutely everywhere, but this is like, has that little mesh net in it, kind of like the Huda Beauty. This concealer, not my fave. It literally creased immediately. Oh wow. I feel like I tapped a lot of it off. What is, hold on, what is happening here? Did that powder just ruin my life? Okay. That was scary. Alright, let me not put as much powder on the puff. Like, I'm literally dabbing it off, but it was just like, it was a lot there for a second. And then it looked like my makeup was separating, and I freaked out. That's the thing. Usually with my puff, if I go over it, it'll blend out, but with, I guess not. Okay. I mean, I like it. It looks very blurring. It's just a learning curve. I'm not used to, because with the Huda Beauty, like, sometimes I might get too much too, and it's just like bam. But as I'm patting it with the puff, it will help get rid of it. But this was like, no. All right, not liking the concealer. The powder freaked me out, but Sephora, you're in the win here. Okay, I'm enjoying the products so much. Okay, we're gonna go in, might as well just keep it Sephora themed, and we're gonna go in with their Micro Smooth Multitasking Baked Face Powder. This one is in the shade 25 Beige, and I'm just gonna go in and just lightly set the rest of my face. Like I said, this is one that, like, you really don't need to, but because I'm going out and I'm like running errands and it's like 80 degrees outside, like if I was just home or at work, I probably won't worry about it too much. All right, I'm gonna go in with the Sephora Shape and Set Clear Brow Gel. It kind of has like this type of, guys, I'm so sorry. I am so good at auto-tuning my dogs out because otherwise I would literally end up in a crazy house, okay? They bark at literally everything. And it's like, okay, great, free house alarm in a way, but when you're hearing that almost all day, it drives you crazy. I do not mind them barking when they get close to, when someone gets close to the door, walks by, like, again, great alarm dogs. But they don't know when to just bring it down, calm it down, and shut it off. And so they will bark for the next hour if I let them and not intervene and be like, hey guys, enough. We're good. Let's quiet it down. Because they will just bark and bark and bark and bark and bark. And I'm like, okay, whatever you saw happened like 2 hours ago. Okay. So they just don't know how to calm themselves out. And there's 3. So it's always like one starting the other. You know what I mean? Like one will start barking, then the other 2 will start barking, and then that one will be quiet, and then the other one will start barking like higher, and then that one will start chiming again, and they just keep going. And I'm like, enough. So if you hear barking in the back of my videos and I'm still like, nah, it's not because I just don't care. It's literally because I just learned to auto-tune them out and just not even hear them. So sometimes when I tune back in and I'm like, oh, they're barking, how long was that going on for? I'm like, crap. So I'm sorry. But yes, this usually works a lot better if you don't have any products in your brows. So I usually will do my skincare, clean my brows, and then go in with this product and then do my makeup around it. But forgot. What happens is if you don't clean your brows or you do it on top of makeup is it does get like a bit white and flaky. I feel like a lot of brow products like this has that issue. So it's not my favorite. So while that dries, I'm going to go in with a lip pencil. I'm just going to use the Ace Beauty lip pencil. This one is in the shade Be Peachy. Okay. For gloss, I'm going to use the Morphe Drip Glass Drenched Gloss. This one is in the shade Wet Peach. Everything is just peach, I guess. Doesn't look peachy, but it is. And it is a pigmented gloss, so if you're looking for like a gloss with color, these are really good. And then I'm going to go in with the Clean Fresh Brow Pencil from CoverGirl. This is their like 1mm nano pencil. It's like very, very teeny tiny micro, which I love these pencils. You do have to be careful though because of how tiny they are. They will break, so don't wind it up too much. I usually just do a very little bit. It does have a spoolie on the other end too. What we're going to do is we're going to do very fine micro lines. And we're gonna just basically create brow hairs. I need to make it just a little bit bigger, a little bit longer, a little bit out more. And then I go underneath and just kind of define that out a little bit more. I will say though that this brow gel is like gives you that hold. So if you're looking for crunchy brow, you'll like that brow gel. If you don't like crunchy brow, don't get that brow gel. All right, and then I'm just gonna quickly set my face with the L'Oreal Infallible 3-Second Setting Mist. This is the final look. I'm really happy with how the look came out. It's very like fresh, very clean girl, not too much. It goes well with me not having anything on my eyes. I literally do not have any mascara, no eyeshadow, no liner, no nothing, just concealer underneath. But overall, I think everything looks really, really good and I'm really excited. I will say my top 3 products that I tried would be these 3 products right here, which is literally everything that I got all at the same time. So the Reveal the Real Soft Radiant Skin Tint. I'm excited to see how it wears. If it does wear pretty bad, I'll try to remember to put an update in the description on how it wore. I don't think I'll be able to do a check-in, but yes, I'm excited, okay? I can try to do like a more longer wear test another day. It won't be in this video, but if you want me to do that, I can do that maybe on like a TikTok or shorts or something. And then this bronzer is so good. It just smells like summer. It kind of smells like the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. Kind of smells like that, but so good. I like how it looks. And then this here as well really surprised me. It really looks better than what I thought it would. So I would have not gave this a time of day. So I'm glad that I got that as a little freebie. And got to try that out because it's good. Looking at everything here, the only other two products that were a bit newer to me was these two products here, and they both are like, the Yensa concealer, it just looked very blotchy. It could be just the sponge I was using, maybe the skin tint underneath. I'm not sure. I'm going to continue to play with it, but right now it's not sitting at the top of my list. And then this powder, it's very blurring. I really do like it. I probably will say that I still prefer my Huda Beauty. Maybe it's because of the concealer and it's not the powder. So I'm going to continue to give everything more chances. But as of right now, it's at the bottom of my list. All right, guys, that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, bye, guys.